and, of course, being so inspirational to so many of us. Ladies and gentlemen, your President, Simon Hughes.
Thank you, Chris, very much. I asked the team in the office, I said glasses or no glasses. They said glasses, it makes you look more respectable. So, glasses it is. Conference like many, I have very special memories of Bournemouth, because it was 4 years ago in this very hall that I had the honour to take over from Navneet Dalakia as our party's federal president. And can I say first, it's been an absolutely huge privilege to serve the party in this office over that time. Like all good by-election campaigns, I am, however, determined not to stop until absolutely the last minute. We've now changed the rules, so the presidency goes on till the 31st of December. So you'll still see me doing the job until those chimes are heard, bringing in 2009. But this, Chris, you're right, is my last speech to Federal Conference as your president. I don't promise it's the last speech I'll ever make to the conference. In this job, you meet a lot of people. I'm tempted to use my whole speech to share with you stories of life on the Liberal Democrat campaign trail. And I assure you, some of them you would laugh at greatly. Some of them you would be as embarrassed to hear as I would be to tell you. But for example, take my visit to Sheffield earlier this year. I arrived. We've arranged for you to say hello to your friend, the Lady Mayoress, I was told. We haven't told her you're coming, so it'll be a great surprise. We'll just open the door in the City Hall, and she'll be sitting with her back towards you, and you can just tap her on the shoulder. The door opens. I'm immediately confronted with 30 women in a row, all wearing Lady Mayoress's things around their necks, and all with their backs towards me. Whose shoulder should I tap on? I have to tell you, there was absolutely no way of telling. But at least nothing in the last 4 years was as bad as a campaign several years before that, in which some of you I know were involved. 3 days before the general election, I had just praised our candidate as being the best prospect for change in Newham that there had been in 30 years. An hour later, he defected to another party. I have loved all my time being president nonetheless. Working with so many people who give so much, as we've seen examples, to the Liberal Democrat cause. Talking to candidates in local elections almost every week of the year all over Britain. But I owe it to you, Conference, today also to be honest about what we have achieved over the last 4 years and where I think I and we could and should have done more. Since 2004, we've made solid progress. We have more members of Parliament than 4 years ago, 63 in 2008, after 9 gains at the last general election, that fantastic by-election win in Dunfermline for Willie Rennie in February 2 years ago. Add 11 members of the European Parliament, 16 members of the Scottish Parliament, 6 members of the Welsh Assembly, and we now have very nearly 100 Liberal Democrat members of Parliament in this country. There are also now 26 councils led by us with majority control. But we must be more ambitious. By our constitution, the first priority of every local party is to secure the election of Liberal Democrats to local and national office. That's the first thing in the book. And our leader, Nick, has set us the ambition of doubling our number of Westminster MPs. This must be our core focus, and rightly so. But behind the scenes also, the party machine is working much better than it was 4 years ago. We have more professional staff across the country. The federal executive, and Lembit and the other members who are there, I hope will testify to this, has greatly improved its effectiveness. And I pay tribute to my colleagues on the FE for the way they've adapted, a more professional executive now concentrating on scrutiny, strategy, and budget setting. Since spring conference, I've been up and down the country with you all campaigning. I joined our really excellent candidates, Elizabeth Shenton in Crewe and Nantwich, Stephen Kearney in Henley, and Ian Robertson in Glasgow East. And yes, I did pose for the Iron Brew photo call. To those three especially, with whom it was a pleasure to campaign, can I say very warm thanks from all of us. You did us proud in every one of those elections. There was also a really successful campaign in Wales. There are 22 councils in Wales, We made gains in 12, most notably in Merthyr, Cardiff and Swansea, and significant progress in Monmouthshire, Neath and the Rhondda. And I want, therefore, this year to give special congratulations to the Welsh Party and the warmest thanks to Mike German, who is standing down as Welsh leader later this year and who has led the party so well. Mike and all of you, thank you very, very much. In England, May also brought success. We won or retained control of 12 councils. Of these, we took back St Albans, never big majorities, but we did enough. We made 5 gains each in Burnley and Hull, and 6 in the jewel of our crown in Sheffield. But I want also in particular to congratulate our team in Northumberland, where for the first time ever, we are the largest party. Really, really well done. And all my campaigning confirm what fantastic strides we've made in local government. We're the government of the capital cities of Scotland and Wales. We now run nearly a quarter of London's councils on our own or with others. And across the rest of England, we're the largest party in 3 metropolitan boroughs, including Liverpool, in 7 unitary authorities, 18 districts, and the 3 counties of Somerset, Devon and Cornwall. And we must absolutely make sure that we hold our ground in Cornwall's unitary authority elections this coming May and go further to win the extra parliamentary seat which Cornwall has in the coming parliamentary election. I want to say to all of those of you in government, in town hall or county hall, on behalf of the whole party, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are making a liberal difference in so many communities all the year round. You do us proud. Now, Nick is determined that our local government leaders play a much bigger part with our national leaders in getting our messages across in every country and region of the UK. And talking of local council success, what greater tribute to the support for their local community given by our councillors than the young dancers from Grimsby who took the rally by storm on Saturday night. And I hope that from now on, and I'm serious about this, at every conference, we offer a platform to an artist or group from one of the areas we represent to bring the joy of performance into our conference and remind us that supporting others, particularly the young, is an activity without price. There were some people who told me they enjoyed the dancing more than the rally, but I won't say anything public about that. And rumour has it that not everybody on the Federal Conference Committee was entirely signed up to this proposal in advance. Perhaps, I reflect quietly, I've now found the secret of making the Hughes proposal irresistible. Anyway, in my time as president, while our machinery and campaigning has been streamlined and improved, the one thing that hasn't happened, I'm going to be directly honest with you, is our party membership has not grown as I intended. I much regret that. I accept my responsibility for that. Recruitment has been difficult for all political parties, but I'm clear that our party is our members and that we must do better. And the Bones Commission proposes also a new recognition for supporters who sympathise with Liberal Democrat values. And I hope we accept that proposal. On diversity, you know that I always campaign for our party to be fully represented.